Have you ever wondered what it feels like to swallow your own tongue? Or maybe you're one of the unlucky souls who already knows firsthand. Well, today we're diving into some truly gag-worthy, jaw-dropping, and downright terrifying historical accounts of people who swallowed their tongues, and how brave or just lucky people managed to save them. So sit back, try not to choke on your own spit, and let's get into these 5 real-life tales of swallowed tongues. It's February 1914. A man named Niccolo gets hit by a car, thrown into a snowbank, and, because that wasn't bad enough, swallows his own tongue. Can you imagine lying in a blizzard, unable to breathe, just waiting to freeze solid like a human popsicle? Luckily, fate was on his side because there were 2 doctors in the same accident. In complete darkness and in the middle of a blinding snowstorm, these doctors blindly stuck their fingers down his throat and somehow yanked his tongue back out. And just like that, Niccolo was saved. Now, we all know sports injuries happen, but imagine jumping for a ball and then you hit the ground and can't breathe. That's exactly what happened to a high school basketball player in 1935. The coach rushes onto the court, finds the kid's tongue flipped backward, and pulls it back into place. And what does the player do? He shakes it off and goes back into the game. And now let's crank up the danger level. In 1917, a New York power company lineman accidentally touched a 2300-volt live wire. What happened next was pretty wild. His co-workers went into full-on mad scientist mode. One guy grabbed his ankles, lifted him up, then dropped him back on the ground. Another guy hammered his feet with electrical connectors. And then a third guy reached into his mouth, pulled his tongue out, and bam, he was back to life. Now, in 1948, a 2-year-old boy was happily eating an apple when another kid smacked him in the chest with an iron pole. The little boy choked and swallowed his tongue. His parents panicked and just started running with him down the street to find a doctor. Luckily enough, a policeman named Private McClendon heard the commotion, grabbed the kid, stuck his fingers into his mouth, and pulled his tongue free. Turns out McClendon had been trained in first aid during the war, so he knew exactly what to do. And if you thought one choking toddler in 1948 was enough, think again. Just days later, another policeman, Private Robert G. Kistner, was out shopping when he saw a toddler bouncing in a stroller. The baby flipped out, landed on its head, and swallowed its tongue. Kistner didn't hesitate. He grabbed the kid, flipped him upside down, yanked his tongue out, and saved his life. And then the kid just started wailing, which, let's be real, was the best sound his mom had ever heard. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed these stories from history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more strange history content. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.